I guess if I could say anything, I would just say that when you see an acrobat or an artist on stage, it's way more than that 5 minutes that you're witnessing. There's so much more that goes on behind the scenes to get them to that 5 minutes on stage. I am an aerial acrobat, and what that is a form of performance from apparatuses that are suspended from the ceiling. You're basically dancing in the air, and it's also artistic, and I find it extremely inspiring. As a child, I was encouraged by my parents to pursue artistic endeavors, so I've been in lessons since I was about 5 years old, whether that's music, singing, dancing. I was going to be a professional ballerina, and I quit when I was 19 just because it got a little bit too intense. Took a few years off and decided to go to college. And in my first year of school, I found aerial lessons, and that was it. I was hooked right away. I didn't know it was going to be my profession, but I kind of just kept going with it, and it became my profession because I loved it so much. The physical strain that I put my body through is varied from day to day. It can be quite intense if I'm rehearsing a routine. So I always do conditioning that lets me stay strong enough to continue doing what I'm doing, but if my body needs time off, I take it. There's all sorts of different ways to warm up for aerial, but I've just developed my own routine over the years that works for me. And it's a combination of ballet warm-up, yoga warm-up, and just physical therapy exercises that I need to do to help keep my back stable. It takes a few years of just even strength training to be at a level where you can perform, and it takes years after that to be at a level where people really want to see you perform in terms of how comfortable you are with your art.
It's time to make some noise for the Atomic Bombshells!
I first got involved with the Atomic Bombshells in 2013, and that was my first foray into burlesque.
Tova DeLuna is our anti-gravity expert. When she takes off, you'll say, gee whiz!
In the Lost in Space act, I am the falling star, which goes along with the Lost in Space theme. It's a vintage 70s inspired burlesque show.
As we strive toward a bright but uncertain future.
So something that sets me apart is that I've invented a lot of apparatuses. I like to create new things. The idea for the spiral was just something I saw in my head, and I wanted to bring it to life. It was just a vision that I had. I had no idea it would become as big as it did all around the world.
Okay, so you have lower back disc degeneration.
Yeah.
And then you've had many back sprains.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are your past.
I have degenerative osteoarthritis in my spine, which means that I'm losing the discs in my lumbar vertebrae. So to treat my hypermobile ligaments, which has been caused by just being physical in an extreme way my whole life, I have been doing injections, which is a treatment that involves removing blood, spinning out the white blood cells, and reinserting those white blood cells into the injured parts of the body. I would love to be able to do what I do for many years to come. I don't know if that will be possible with my condition, but I think I can do some form of it. The game right now is modifying things when I have to modify them in order to keep it safe for my body.
Our very own falling star, Tova DeLuna!
The act of making people feel something through performance is very important for me, and that inspires the way that I emote when I'm in the air. I think being an artist is the ability to express and make people feel something that they otherwise don't have the permission to feel during the day. And if you can bring that out in someone, then I've done my job.